Just a quick video, Jeff, show you what I do for my wrist roller. What I've got in here is a constrictor knot, and I just went over it with some Gorilla Tape. It's a 2-inch PVC pipe, so it's fairly tacky to the hands with no chalk on there. I've used starter cord for the cord on there, just because there's zero stretch to starter cord. So then it stays perfectly empty on the inside, so it rolls real smooth. If you don't know how to tie a constrictor knot, it's a really good hitch if you can go dig it up on the internet there. But then all I do is have my barbell set up shoulder height. They're basically the same height as what I use for doing my squat. Just slides over the end. As you can see, it's fairly loose, but not too bad. And what I have been doing is just slapping the plate on like that. And I got a stack of plates down there that I used to grab for squats and benching and stuff. But I've also got loading pins when I'm using more than a single plate. But what I want to do is build myself a shorter loading pin that's only 8 inches high or so for doing stuff like this, so I can get more range of motion. And because I'm doing it with the intent of building up the flexors and stuff for arm wrestling and just helping with recovery and blood flow and building up that lactic acid, getting that workload in so I can hang on longer and get fatigued less. So I always work the flexor direction first. And it's just straight. I try to minimize the amount of shoulder work that goes into it. I'm not controlling it on the way down. I figure as long as I'm consistent with what I'm doing, I can progress consistently. I don't need to worry about going backwards and forwards. I'll just keep going eccentric phase. So what I'll do, I'm switching it up every time. I might do a bunch of sets for my flexor until I'm pooped or done with that, and then I'll work on my extensors, or else I'll do a flexor, extensor, flexor, extensor. And if I'm keeping the same weight, it's working out to about, I can basically double the reps if I'm going the extensor direction, which is flipping it more towards me like this. Same thing, trying to keep it just wrist involved. I'll typically go a bit faster too, go in the extensor direction. There's some other variations you can do. You can do it thumbless. You can go lower and freehand without the axle bar in there and curl it up like that from the floor. You might want to stand on a bench so you get a little bit more room. You can stand from the end and turn it more like a screwdriver and get turning it in. But just some of the stuff I'm working with. Figure keep it down to just a couple sets a day and just keep working that daily volume. Just think of it like a job, just building up that constant volume every day and getting stronger and stronger and more used to the workload. Okay, thanks.